Welcome back once again to our stream from the Malta National Stadium in Taali of the Malta BOV Premier League. As we are heading into quite an interesting match here, we have HAMRUN.
Versus MOSTA. We
Yes,
saw HAMRUN, Brandsha's brother, playing earlier. Good performance, good solid performance, considering he played against Turbulence, one of the heavy favourites of this ePremier League. It's a pity that he did not maintain that lead that he had, and he actually did not maintain the equaliser as well that he received. But
exactly.
still, good performance from his end, very impressive. But now it's HAMRUN Spartans. Actually, they are on a very good run. We saw Brandsha off stream dominating his matches 6-2, and it was 4-1 and 6-2 against Slema Wanderers.
So it's a goal fest.
Yeah, exactly. 10 goals over 2 rounds there against the club. So very impressive from Brandsha. He is up against MOSTA now. It is Lukebartolo who plays for MOSTA. He does take FIFA very seriously, Luke, and in fact, even when we did interview him, he did feel the confidence in himself, right, saying, I will do well in this league, because he does know the game, he does play a lot as well, and he does take it seriously.
In the meantime, as you can see on your display, we have Birkirkar against Hibernians, which will be happening now off stream, as well as Slima and Sirens, who have already kicked off their matches. As we see the round of fixtures, which we have seen today.
We also have some scores where those there you can see it actually. Slima Wanderers and Sirens ended up in 2-1 for Slima Wanderers. So this is very good for Alessio, who started off on a wrong foot against actually Brandsha. So it's against Brandsha that he conceded 10 goals. But beating Sirens here is obviously a very good at least way to end the match day.
Exactly, even though it could spell even more downfall for Rudy and Sirens,
Yes.
as he really needs the points now.
There is also Hibernians and Birkirkara being played off stream. Hibernians are leading, they are 1-0, so it's Dunstan against Laufu. We saw Laufu earlier on. It was unfortunate for Laufu, he was so close there, but it was not meant to be for him. However, yes, it is Hips who are winning 1-0.
As I believe we are now ready to head into this match between HAMRUN and MOSTA.
So, what do you expect from these two? We saw Brandsha and Luke. Of course, both play different football. We saw how solid Brandsha is. But also, Luke's aggressiveness might affect Brandsha's play style.
I believe that Luke's aggressiveness may be a little bit tough for Brandsha to handle at first, but once he gets maybe a rhythm of things, he will most definitely be able to exploit that in his favor. As you see immediately a through ball from Brandsha, but Mosta very expertly intercepts, although Mbappe immediately with possession of the ball could pass it down the middle to Johan Cruyff. Ball with Hullet and R9. Brilliant turn, but loses a lot of time there, and Delic steps in and takes possession. Immediately, this match has started really with a bang.
What a great start to the match! And however, you can't make mistakes, especially in your half against a player like Brandsha, who will capitalize. We've seen it before. We saw it in the amount of goals he scored already today, and it's also difficult to penetrate his defense. So really ensure that you are, you know what you're doing when you have the ball. Oh, Hips just ended. It is 1-0 for Hibernian. So that's Laufu losing 3 points, whilst Dunstan gaining a good points there to climb up the standings.
Oh, very good move. In the meantime, I believe that was clipped the post.
Yes, it did. Look at that. You can see it from this angle. Yeah, just clipped the post and it went out. Still off target, but a good opportunity for MOSTA there. First real chance for Lukebartolo.
So just like that, both players have had their chances here. Maybe Lukebartolo being more risky here to ending up in the lead. As what a heavy tackle there from MOSTA, but managing to dispossess CR7, although immediately HAMRUN Spartans win back possession. This has the makings of a really entertaining end-to-end match.
Yes, we are seeing Frankie de Jong being played as well from MOSTA FC's side. Very interesting to see the player being played. And with back to Cruyff there, but maybe another good attack from MOSTA FC, but Robertson to save the day for HAMRUN Spartans.
In the meantime, Cruyff manages to dispossess Hullet here. Mbappe, couple of feints to try to get rid of the pressure ball with Frankie de Jong now. Tried to go for a pass down the middle, but read from HAMRUN. And now an attack for HAMRUN. 2 against 1. Shall we see a ball squared off to the middle where Cruyff has made a brilliant run? Mbappe, good ball to R9. Ronaldo, near post finish. And just like that, it's 1-0 for HAMRUN. What a goal here.
Beautiful attack from HAMRUN Spartans there. He caught MOSTA FC off guard at the back. It was 2 versus 1. He passed back to R9. Great pass there and great shot, of course. The powerful R9 shot, right foot to find the net.
So it's immediately 1-0 for HAMRUN as we have just gone over the 20th minute of this first half. It looks to be quite an entertaining match, this one, as both players are facing each other with open arms. It's a very attacking play we are seeing from both sides.
I agree, they're not shying away from testing the defense of their opponents. Both Luke and Brandsha are, of course, mounting as many attacks as possible, of course, trying to be as effective as possible. As we see here, MOSTA FC again through the middle, but the defense of Brandsha to stop his advance.
Another good through ball to CR7, who enters now the box, stops and will try to go for a cross, but good tackle from Andrew Robertson. Corner now for HAMRUN, taken very, very quickly. Ball now with Vieira, tries to pass it to Cruyff. Cruyff, good feint, but Hullet still manages to strip the ball away from him. And now good counter-attack opportunity for MOSTA. Hullet leading the charge, although he is chased by Virgil van Dijk.
It is half-time between Slema and Sirens, and it is 0-0 at the moment, so goalless scoreline over there in the second round that these two are playing.
The first round ended in a win for Slema.
For Slema, exactly. Ooh, goes for the through ball here. Manages to find Johan Cruyff. Good pass to CR7. Somehow he kept it on his side. And now, perhaps an opportunity once again for Brandsha. We've seen Brandsha scoring a lot of goals today, so don't be alarmed if he scores many as well in this encounter. Big chance here with Johan Cruyff in the middle. He goes for the pass to R9, but good defending from MOSTA FC.
And it looks like Brandsha is taking the upper hand in this match. He's being much more propositive, even though MOSTA are now on the attack. But just like that, HAMRUN managed to interrupt the attack and could probably be on the other side of the pitch in mere seconds here. And just like that, CR7 targeting the penalty area. Could cross the ball now to Cruyff, although there is very little space to do so. Vieira now in position of the ball, and CR7 once again, good drag back. R9 Ronaldo, and a foul there. Free kick for HAMRUN at the edge of the penalty area.
This will be dangerous. I don't know if he goes for the direct free kick or maybe the short one to find maybe an open space, but...
He goes for a setup there. Cruyff, good ball, gets the shot off, but good save from Alisson. Corner for HAMRUN.
A big chance here once again from HAMRUN Spartans. Oh, the ball just curves out to go for another corner. And taken short once again. It's from the right flank this time, but not enough to find the space required. And as we say that, it is Slema who open up the score once again between Slema and Siren. So Slema once again in the lead. This is looking good for Alessio.
Very much so. Slema also do need the points to climb out of that mid-table zone. So a couple of wins here may really help them in their quest to maybe aim for the top.
Just 2 minutes of additional time here for the first match of and the first half of the first match between these two. It does seem like it's going to be a 1-0 scoreline entering the second half. Yes, entering the dressing room. It is Brandsha who is actually playing really, really solidly, both at the back and at the front, and that is why he's in the lead.
The MOSTA have started really strongly this first half, but are slowly fading away. Um, to the merit of Brancha's continued attacks and very strong defense. And at the end of the first half, we can safely say that Brancha is deservedly in the lead.
Yes, I do feel that Brancha is making good use of the right flank with CR7 especially. So he is finding a lot of open space there from his end. But so I don't think Luke has yet countered it effectively, and that is why Branch is still maintaining use of that flank, trying to find space from that side.
When you play narrow formation, it could be quite tricky to try to counter a wide player, as it could drag a lot of players to that flank and leave the middle open. So you would almost be better off um, getting attacked from the flanks and not centrally. That said, as you correctly pointed out, Branch is making a lot of work from this right-hand side, so Luke definitely needs to find some answers quickly.
Apparently the 57th minute, so a beautiful free kick being taken by Slima Wanderers to extend their lead over Sirens. 2-0 now the scoreline is. Alessio really working hard to get those 3 points. Okay, so another attack here. MOSTA FC this time making use of the CR7 on the right flank. Again, Zambrotta to help him out.
Ball now with Frankie de Jong, squaring it to the middle to Hullet. Ball now with Mbappe. Good fake shot, but Maldini blocks it very comfortably.
I mean, MOSTA has to, of course, try something here. We see more of Brandsha now making a few more attacks. We had a couple more shots, especially those on target from Brandsha. Look at the keeper going out and Allison shooting it out to safety. Still gifting Brandsha a good chance here. Might be a dangerous as well position for MOSTA to be in with Johan Cruyff with the ball, but he just gives it away, the Italian defender. Oh, somehow Brandsha wins it back though. Cruyff on this left side of the pitch. Back to Robertson. What will Brandsha do here? He has a good chance. Down the middle. R9 finds the space. Not enough to break through the defense of MOSTA, however. Still, this is looking good from Brandsha. He's maintaining a lot of pressure.
Yeah, and him being in possession of the ball up front will obviously neutralize any attempt that MOSTA will try to make going forward. So keeping the ball will work wonders for HAMRUN here, seeing as he is in the lead already. A 1-0 advantage, as we've seen being built in the first half. As we see MOSTA being more proactive in the attack. Good flick from De Jong, ball with R9 Ronaldo. Goes for a shot. What a save from Allison. Very powerful shot from R9 from the edge of the box.
Yeah, very, very close to finding the one goal apiece. Is that a foul? Oh, this would be a dangerous... Oh, no, but it's a foul in the attack. So basically, he just gives away the ball back to Brandsha. But as we say that, Birker Kara is now in the lead against Hips with 1-0 for Laufu's side in the 30th minute. A lovely goal, apparently, from his end to at least now change the result of the first match.
Let's see if he'll be able to get a win for his troubles here. As we've seen him on the losing side twice against Chris Meister today.
All right, so Branch once again with the ball here. being very, very dangerous, even though most FC has done quite well with the defense, except for that one goal that they conceded. Still, the space was found. Cruyff, I can't believe that hit the post there. How unlucky can you get? And just so close to getting the 2-0 scoreline.
He could have even squared the ball to Ronaldo, to Arnai Ronaldo, who was free just next to Cruyff. Went for a direct shot with the Dutch legend. But unfortunately, he got the post and didn't manage to get a rebound as well, as I believe Alisson did trip Cruyff after the shot.
Luke does seem a bit more hesitant now, a bit more rushed. Of course, he knows that the time is ticking down. 80th minute fast approaching, and Brandsha has had so many good chances now, and this might be yet another one down the left flank this time with Mbappe here. He's making good use of the flanks. Brandsha, a bit of a quick pass, too quick perhaps for his teammate there in the middle. Gives away the ball.
Beautiful ball roll here from Mbappe, trying to evade pressure from HAMRUN's defense, but runs it out of play. Very unfortunate for MOSTA here, as Brandsha takes back possession and is once again in the lead.
Sirens and Slema match is over. Slema wins 2-0, so Alessio has at least had a very good run against Slema and Rudy Grek.
So that means that Slema have won how many of their matches?
2 out of 4 now, because they lost their 2 matches against Brandsha himself. But not a bad way to end the match day, at least. We've seen others that went that did much worse, actually. Maybe they got 3 points or even nothing. So at least like that, Alessio can go a bit happily back home with 6 points out of 12.
As we see another attack being constructed by Brandsha, although he chooses to go switch sides. He doesn't really need to conjure another attack, even though he's still managing to, but good tackle from Virgil van Dijk. And could this spark the final counter-attack for MOSTA?
I mean, this has to be it, because it's all or nothing now. It's just 1 minute of additional time. He lost possession. Brandsha did so well to circulate and rotate the ball, maintain possession. Look at this, he's maintaining the ball as much as possible. It's the final attack, and it's for his team. Will we see a ball in? No, he just maintains control. He tries to find the second goal, however, goes for the shot, not exactly, but that's it, should be over. It is 1-0 for HAMRUN Spartans against MOSTA FC in this first round of this quite tense fixture.
Yeah, it began very even, but as time progressed and HAMRUN did manage to get that breakthrough goal, Brandsha proved to be a very, very difficult task for Lukebartolo, and his superiority has shown ever since that first goal.
This means it's 3 wins out of 3, so 9 points out of 9 for HAMRUN Spartans. He's still chasing that first place, which is being occupied currently by Santa Lucia FC and Chris Meister. Chris, winning all his matches today, of course, maintains that 4-point advantage that he has over HAMRUN. However, of course, there will be 3 more match days to play after today, and so, of course, things might still change.
Of course, and with each fixture providing a 6 points, it could be quite an interesting battle for top. So 4 points aren't really that much if you look at it that way, as you are seeing the player camps on your screen, and we are confirming the results that Hibernians have beaten Birkirkara 1-0 in that first match, and Slema have beaten Sirens 2-1 in the first round of that match, while in the second round between Slema and Sirens, Alessio did get the upper hand once again with a score of 2-0.
Quite impressive, actually. Different games. As we head into the second match between these two, we saw a few upsets today, which is always lovely to see. I always love to see the underdog winning, or at least maybe giving a good performance, as we saw today on many occasions. But at this point, however, what can you call it an upset? I mean, they did so much to get to this point, right? To get to the final 14 spots.
as you correctly have said, these players have proven already that they are quite capable when it comes to FIFA. Maybe you could cause an upset if you could beat the likes of Chris Meister, who is undoubtedly the favorite of winning the whole league. But other than that, I don't really think that there are any upsets here, as all the players, maybe there's a slight gap between each and every other player, but there isn't really that huge of a gap to uh, to outline the differences here.
Must have seen trying an interesting tactic there, maneuver, but Mbappe getting caught offside. But it's good to see Luke still going at it, still not afraid of testing the defense of HAMRUN Spartans. He did lose the first match, 1-0. Not a big score line. However, still a loss is a loss, so he is trying to at least make up for it by getting points in this match.
As we saw, a very predictable pass there, although a good offside trap. But oh my God,
Oh.
Ron R9 beat the offside trap and finishes very comfortably through an open net. Ball roll to prevent Alisson from doing anything to the ball, and a nice, comfortable finish. And just like that, Hamrun is leading 1-0. What
Yeah.
a run from R9, beating the offside trap.
Maintaining great composure then on the one-on-one, the perfect use of the ball roll as well to just take the goaler off balance, off guard, and find the open net. And that is exactly what Brandsha did with R9. And as Brandsha scores, Birker Kara score as well. It is 2-0 in that match against Hibernian. So Blaufu now turning the tables, right, against Dunstan, losing the first match, but winning now in the second encounter.
As we see MOSTA on the attack. What a snapshot from R9 Ronaldo, but excellent reply from Alisson, preventing the equalizer. Although MOSTA still on the attack, even though great tackling from Hamrun. And now Hamrun are on the charge. Mbappe serving R9. Who lets it off to Cruyff. Ball back now in the defense of Hamrun.
Birker Kara extend the lead again just 2 minutes after the second goal. It is 3-0 now in that match. So Laufu really doing his work there, his job at showing that he is here. He does mean business.
After that first match against Chris Meister and coming ever so close to actually beating the Santa Lucia representative, he seems that he lost his composure, but it's quite good to see that he still is winning, and that he is coming back to his form, that match day 2 form, in which he played brilliantly and securing even Player of the Week there.
And this comes to show that if you lose a match in FIFA, don't let it bring you down. Just have a clear head. Go into this match as it's like a first match for you, and play as you with your full capability. Because this player has overcome so many obstacles to reach this point. He is a good player, and he's showing it in his match against Hibernians.
Most definitely. Even though now we see a bit of a slow-paced match here between MOSTA and Hamrun. Hamrun not in any rush to attack, and maybe MOSTA trying to pick their spots more cleverly rather than go more aggressive like in the first game. Even though we do see very good defending from Hamrun.
Birker Kara hips another goal. As this time is from Hibernians. It is 3-1 in that match. An 82nd goal. Perhaps a bit too little too late for Hibernians, but a consolation goal will always help, of course, his morale.
As a good through ball being played down this left-hand side to Mbappe, could maybe go for a ball in the middle. And he does, and a good volley from CR7. What a finish from the Portuguese forward. And Alisson could do nothing about that as well. And it's 2-0 for Hamrun. Very nice move from Brandsha. Very clever here.
Is there a way of stopping Branch? Actually, today he is on fire, and it's going to be difficult to determine who's the player of the week. Actually, because both he and of course Chris Meister are playing really, really well, and it's evident in their constant victories, constant goal scoring. So
And
effective.
and don't forget Klauka as well, who's played such an amazing match today. 4 matches, and he's even beaten an undefeated player, the likes of Mizu, twice back to back.
Yeah, incredible. And as Brancha scores, so does Dunstan for Hibernians. It is 3-2 now. 88-minute goal from his side. Was it a bit too late? I don't know. I mean, you can always score at the very, very end. Oh,
I have nothing against Dunstan, but I'm really dreading that Laufu manages to give up a 3-0
yes.
win. I mean, that could be so detrimental to his confidence in future match days.
And yeah, exactly. Being 3-0 up, having such a lead, and then losing it at the very end of the match is definitely heartbreaking.
As you see, a good steal of possession from R9. Cruyff! Beautiful fake with the left foot and immediate shot with the right. And just like that, it's 3-0 for HAMRUN, and we haven't even come to half-time yet.
And that's what I was about to say. I mean, 44th minute goal, already 3-0 up. So it's a lot of goals as opposed to the first match between these two. It was just 1-0 in the first match. But now 3 goals from 3 beautiful setups from Brancha and HAMRUN Spartans. Okay, the Hips and Birkirkara match has ended. It is 3-2 in the end. So Laufu does manage to get the 3 points from that undoubtedly very interesting and very close encounter.
As we head into halftime, as we see, very, very deadly from Brancha. 3 shots on target, and 3 goals. So
Yeah.
it's very, very accurate and lethal from Brancha here.
So what can MOSTA FC do? Of course, this was very one-sided from Brancha's end. MOSTA has yet to mount good, dangerous attacks. We're seeing Brancha, look at how effective he's being in his attacks as well. And MOSTA FC has to respond somehow. He has 45 minutes to do this. I don't see him really scoring 3 goals against Brancha, at least the way he's playing, but perhaps put more pressure on his side. So Brancha with the right flank, again, as we saw so often from his team, CR7. Ooh, he does manage to lose the ball, however.
Very high pressure for HAMRUN. Almost stealing the ball back here. Although now MOSTA are quite in a good position to attack. Ball now with Khalid. Ball to R9. I believe he went for a fake shot there, but unfortunately it didn't work as intended exactly.
Because he was in a bad position there. It was difficult. Even the body position of R9 wasn't the right one for him to actually get a good shot in.
Exactly. Now a good give and go for CR7 running along this right flank. Good pass down the middle. Cruyff with the first time shot. Good block by De Ligt. Although immediately HAMRUN managed to win back possession here once again on the charge. Relentless pressure here for HAMRUN.
Again, the CR7. Oh, but that was a bad pass backward. But still, he's making so much use of that right flank branch, and still not much good a response from MOSTA, even though, oh, but he was closed down so well from the defense there of Brancha. How can you beat this guy, though?
Being called Chris Meister probably is a good shot, because he did beat him last week. An impressive performance from the Santa Lucia man. Although now CR7 running right on this left flank. Good shot from R9, blocked very nicely from Allison. And MOSTA trying to clear off the box, even though Robertson almost running into danger there. And MOSTA finally managed to secure possession here. Oh, what a tackle from Maldini, and even preventing the ball from going outside for a throw-in.
So another attack here from HAMRUN. Spartans has been so good here in his offensive style, offensive strategy. Brandsha, good ball into Mbappe. He's forced out of the box. Pass to Cruyff. Will he find another goal? He does! Johan Cruyff with his second of the match. Incredible performance from Brandsha. 68th minute. The fourth goal for his side. 4-0.
And we do see a quick substitution being operated by Brandsha. I believe he's going to replace Johan Cruyff with 95 Ronaldinho, I believe.
It's
As
nice to
the
say-
substitution was from MOSTA
Yeah.
and not from HAMRUN. Cruyff honestly doing the work for HAMRUN, so no real need for Brandsha to take him out.
Yeah, the player would have been gotten so mad at Brandsha, since he would have stopped him from an opportunity of getting a hat-trick as well. So we see it so often, players getting so frustrated. Of course, this is FIFA. But still, HAMRUN Spartans, 4-0 lead. We've seen HAMRUN scoring so many goals, 6-2, 4-1 against Slema. Incredible from Brandsha. I mean, goals left, right, and center. He got only one goal in the first match against MOSTA, 1-0, tight encounter, but now it's definitely one-sided affair.
Looks like Cruyff will be mad at Brandsha, as
Oh, yeah.
Brandsha does choose to get him out, as Pele makes his way into the pitch. Oh, beautiful flip-flap there. Doesn't manage to retain possession though. Ball now with the other skiller, Ronaldinho. Squares the ball out wide to Robertson. Maybe trying to find some space on this flank.
Okay, not much time left in it. Most FC has to do something, maybe a consolation prize in the form of a goal now. It's still, though, difficult to penetrate the defense of HAMRUN Spartans. And look at this once again, a great run through the right flank there with Pele on the ball. Back to CR7. R9 is on his own. What will he do? Not enough to beat De Ligt.
And an attempt from MOSTA here, although Ronaldo loses the foot race with Andrew Robertson. A very good defender here, team of the year Robertson, obviously.
Look at that through ball to Mbappe, though. Now it's 2 versus 3 here. He has R9 in the middle. Oh, a good pass to Pele, and there it is. 5-0 for HAMRUN Spartans, the Brazilian legend that finds the net. So beautiful from Brandsha and HAMRUN.
It's really nothing that MOSTA can do here. I mean, you're on the end of an almost surefire cannon here. So good from HAMRUN, and all probably MOSTA can do is try to waste time, try to get to that final whistle without suffering any more damage.
I mean, there's not much time left, but at this rate, Brandsha will actually end up scoring another goal. So, yeah, as you said, MOSTA FC has to at least not, concede more goals. As it stands, however, Brandsha is not done yet. He wants to score more. He's a bit like Chris now.
It's probably going to be decided also on goal difference here. So both players trying to make the most out of their move. Although Ronaldo a little bit unbalanced there. Unfortunately, didn't manage to get off a proper shot, and a very, very comfortable save from Alisson. And a good ball here to CR7, although the opposition Alisson comes out and sends the ball out for a throw-in.
Just 4 minutes in game left now, and Brandsha with the ball once again. Good ball in. R9, look at that! No keeper in the post. It's yellow card to Alisson. Was it outside? Oh, it's a penalty. And look at that classic. Oh no, it's Pele. Actually, Pele with the
Which
ball.
way shall he go? Goes to the right of the goalkeeper. Alisson too far moved to the left to be able to catch it. Nothing he can do, and Pele gets a brace now. And it's 6-0 for Brandsha.
And we were saying the same thing when we saw Laufu playing against Santa Lucia, right? Trying to maintain at least a 5-0 deficit, not losing 6-0. And he got the 6th goal. And now the same thing happened to Lukebartolo here, where he actually conceded a 6th goal towards the end of the match. What a pity, though, but well played from Brandsha. I must say, well deserved as well.
Shall we see a seventh goal? Shall we see the first time a player has breached the wall of the seventh goal? CR7 facing Allison. Allison
Look
being
at Allison.
too quick on his feet and strips the ball away, but position is still with Brandsha. Ball to R9, goes for a finesse, Delict clearing with the header. Ball finds its way to Allison, and we will not see a seventh goal here, but brilliant performance for Brandsha after that very close affair in the first match, just a 1-0, an amazing 6-0 result here for Brandsha.
Incredible. He scored a total of 17 goals in 4 matches. Brandsha. How incredibly insane is that? I mean, 1-0 and 6-0 here against MOSTA FC, 4-1 and 6-2 against Lima Wanderers. So impressive performance from him, from Chris.